Hello, welcome to Full Record Jacket with Phil and Ben. Well, at the moment it's just with Phil, but Ben is here. Hello, how are you doing?
I lost
So,
a penny.
well, if you've been watching us in recent times, you will know that we have been doing one hit wonders of the 90s. And, well, we reached the quarterfinals.
We have indeed. I've
So,
got them
Ben,
here.
you've got them. Go for it.
Got them. So quarterfinals. How many does that mean we've got left? That's eight, isn't it? Yeah, eight. So we could literally just draw them all. So I'm ready. Breathe.
Go for it,
Let,
Ben.
let's commence. First one up. Here we go. It is the them crash test
The
dummies.
crash test dummies. Okay, so who are they
Oh,
up against?
well, let's have a look.
Who are they going to smack right into?
Well, let's have a look. I've got it here. I do, and they are up against. You only get what you give by the New Radicals.
The New Radicals. Wow.
Wow, this is difficult. I was reading the lyrics to Crash Test Dummies the other day. I mean, I do know what most of the lyrics are, but it's actually quite a good little ensemble of stories.
Yeah, it's this is to me this is the arty side of American music against the slightly more mainstream side of American music. Am I right to say that?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think the song you only get. Have you ever listened to the New Radicals album?
Not the whole
It, ha-
thing. No,
it
I
has
know.
more drug references than any album I've ever listened to.
Okay, so it's maybe not as mainstream as I thought it was then. So it's um,
It starts off like a hurricane. I would say maybe a little world party in places, but it's really good. There's some good stories in the album, and this is the song that kicked it all off.
and that's the opening track on the album. Am I
No,
right
it
to think that?
isn't. Mother, you just can't get enough. Is the opening track. Now I may be censored for this, but my daughter, when she was little, when she was about 2, and her mum won't be watching, so I can say this. Obviously, when they're that age, they tend to memorize everything, and that song came on. Mother, you just can't get enough. And the opening words, which she then said to me, she went, "Daddy, make my nipples hard. Let's go." And I was like, "Oh God, don't ever say that to your mum." So I think it's Danielle Bray-Bois comes in with "Make my nipples hard. Let's go," and then it kicks in. So yeah, it's a really good
Okay.
album. To be fair, if you listen to it, you won't be disappointed by it.
The thing is, though, that we are having to do this based on the single, not the
We are,
album.
and this is a better single. The New Radicals is a better. It's Ice T's one of Ice T's favourite songs, and it was one of Joe Biden's son's favourite songs as well. Hence why they reformed for his inauguration, a one-off performance.
Right. Okay. Well, interesting. So, the crash test dummies. I'm trying to
I saw
think.
them at Phoenix Festival.
I did see them at the Phoenix Festival. I think the quarterfinals. I'm quite happy with them getting to the quarterfinals. I might have. It's a difficult one because I do like that as a quirky one-hit wonder,
It
and I
is.
do
It is.
like quirky.
I think his vocal and the essence of the story and the fact that it doesn't really have a chorus. It does, but it's not. You know, when I write lyrics, I really struggle with writing choruses, so I might just put sounds in there.
You just write the letter M all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just write.
So is the crash? So are you desperate? Right. Okay. I
I'm
can't
not
decide.
desperate in any way. I'm going to break it down like this. I think, as far as 90 singles goes, You Only Get What You Give by the New Radicals means a lot more to me. Like I think I said before, reminds me of Getting Made Redundant, coming out of the car park. This was on, and I just didn't care. I think when you listen to the New Radicals one, it does more to you inside than the Crash Test Dummies one. But that doesn't get away from the fact that the Crash Test Dummies one is a good track. It's just that the New Radicals, You Only Get What You Give, makes you feel young, youthful, and it's got a hidden message at the end that everybody ignores. There we go.
You've made a good argument there that it's got more of the sort of the spirit of pop music in it, and
Yeah, it's got that
it's
freedom of the
uplifting.
late 90s. Remember that sort of time was sort of, yeah, let's have it. Let's have it.
Um, Yeah, okay. Well, I think you're more passionate about it than I am about the Crash Test Dummies. This
Let's
this,
face it,
this
Phil.
means that you're more passionate about the New Radicals than I am about any of the other records in this thing. So it's
I was
probably
just
going to
about to
win.
say, you're not passionate about any of these that are left, if I remember right, really.
Okay, so the New Radicals have
Oh,
they've
he
made
writes
it.
songs for Ronan Keating. That will come next, won't it?
They did. Okay, so they are through. The Crash Test Dummies crash out in the quarterfinals, but they did very well
They did
to
do
get
very
that
well.
far.
Fair play to the New Radicals. Come on, you need one for the New Radicals. Put them in the pot. The New Radicals are radically gone through, or
They have
God, this
they've
goes
got
on.
what they gave. They've got what they gave. They're into the
Well done.
semi-final.
Well done.
So
Right.
the first semi-finalists. So what's next?
These are the picking hands. They're going to pick out the goodness. Oh, yeah. Let's have a look. We have got. I've just realised my spelling on this. Have you seen my spelling?
I have seen one or two. I wasn't going to comment on it, but
My spelling's absolutely. But it's Baby Bird, and You're Gorgeous. Absolutely dog awful spelling on that one. And it is up against. It's up against Born Slippy. Underworld. Dum, 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 dum.
ooh, okay.
Dum,
So
dum, dum, dum. Bad boy, tripping on Danger Boy. To be fair, I'm torn on this one, really.
I'm a bit torn on that one to say which will I
It's
put
another
through.
one of them, isn't it? Like you've got the sort of iconicness of the Underworld one because it's linked to Train Spotting, etc. But then you've got You're Gorgeous, was really sort of the first sort of track I ever heard of that sort of type, if you know what I mean. Does that make sense? It was that sort of. It was one of the first quirky sort of that sort of era, you know, because around that time, what 96, you had Oasis in their full pomp and all that sort of stuff, and it was quite nice to get that sort of lo-fi indie band coming through or indie person, and he had been gigging and making records for a long time beforehand. Anyway, excuse my gym hair, by the way. But then you've got the iconicness of Born Slippy, but Baby Bird, You're Gorgeous is also iconic as well. Iconic video. Dum, 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 dum.
So,
By the way, can I just say this isn't Yak's urine I'm drinking.
well, what exactly is it?
I don't know. I've been given some detox stuff because I'm getting fit, man. And this is supposed to be a liver cleanse. They haven't seen my liver. It ain't being cleaned.
Okay.
There ain't no amount of holy water cleaning that bad boy up, I'm telling you. So you can probably see it settling at the bottom, like, there you go, look at that. So it tastes a bit turmeric-y. So when I'm drinking it can't do me any harm.
Well, rather you than me. I'm just trying to think of a rationale to put one of these records through while you continue to shake that bottle and annoy all of our viewers with it.
Sorry. Well, I can't drink it with all the stuff at the bottom, can I? Look at it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure how that's going to cleanse anyone's liver. I wouldn't.
Well,
I wouldn't use that to clean a sink. To be quite honest with you, but
I think once you've drank it, all your major organs just turn into liquid and just come out.
But they're cleansed, yeah.
Yeah. I am happy with either one of these to go through, if I'm honest. Probably Underworld, Born Slippy slightly more than Baby Bird.
Yeah, well, I think we've been using the argument for the Born Slippy that it's very, what should I put it? What's the word? It captures the spirit of the 90s. That it's, you know what I mean. It was very culturally right on the money at the right time.
I think so. Yeah. It was all about excess, wasn't it? It was all, it was big.
And
loud,
the Baby Bird one was good, but you probably didn't hear it in as many. For me, it doesn't typify the 90s quite as much. It's cool, but I don't associate it as much as being a 90s
classic.
hit.
But it's a classic, but it's not.
It's a classic. It's not as pinned to the 90s as the Underworld one, if you know what I mean.
It's more the sign on the house and not that sort of monolith sort of.
Yeah, so it looks as though Underworld are going to slip through to They were just born to do it, weren't they? They're going to be in the semi-final, and
They are.
Baby Bird
Go on.
is flying away,
It's flown.
but he can feel very gratified for having reached the
He
quarterfinal.
can do. To be fair, he's done a good job for himself. He's lasted this long. Right, are you ready for the next one? I've already seen it. I know what's coming, and it's a banger. It is everyone's favourite bedroom music nerd guy. White Town, You're a Woman, and it's spelt correct. Is it spelt correctly? Yes, it is. But have that one.
As a special bonus, you spelt it right. So,
yeah.
hang on, I'm just trying to adjust the volume on my headphones, and it's really annoying because you have to. It's really bad. Right, it's one of these. You start pressing it, and it shoots off, and you can't control it very well. It's like a cheap, crummy version of the Apple headphones, and now it's started to open. Now it's opening my iTunes.
Are you on Wish?
Reason. Right. I'm with you. Sorry.
Should have gone Android. That's all I'm saying. Are you ready for the next one?
It's a choice between that and.
Oh yeah, forgot. I haven't shown that one yet, have I? It's up against the Blue Tones and Slight Return.
Okay, so Slight Return and Your Woman.
I'm going to take a swig of my yak during while you.
I'm thinking again that I made this. Well, we said before that Your Woman is just really. It is really cool, and it is
a cool song.
The start of something in a way, because it started off I don't know if it was the very first one, but it's certainly there's a lot more bedroom-made pop records have come along since then. Yeah. But that was quite ahead of its time, and the Blue Tones was more. If anything, more slightly retro, because it was a guitar band doing a song that could have been a 60s song, really.
It could have been. And, well, Your Woman, it borrows the what they call it?
The samples
from that
what's
band.
His name? Lou something, wasn't it? L-E-W.
Not Lou Vega.
No, Lou. What was his name? The orchestra. It was a 1930s dance band, anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah. Sounds almost like the Imperial March from Star Wars.
Well, if I have to pick one, I think I'm probably going to go for
Your Woman.
Well, if I had to have one on a desert island, which would I have? I don't know. I
do like Slight Return because it does make me happy.
That is a good thing.
You don't have to have the problem, and don't go hoping for.
I think I might still go for Your Woman. I think it's slightly cooler.
I think it's slightly cooler. I think Your Woman is, well, obviously it's going to be in the top 4, so it's doing well. I'm going with Your Woman by White Town as well.
Okay, so the Blue Tones make a slight return back to where they came from because they're now out of the competition.
Hounslow.
Hounslow, right? Yeah, really? Okay. I didn't know they were a London band. And
is Hounslow? It's not London, it's Middlesex, I'm pretty sure.
Well, kind of, you know what I mean. Greater London.
Okay.
They must have been plugged into the scene in London, surely.
Wasn't Hard-Fi from Hounslow as well? Do you remember Hard-Fi?
I vaguely remember them, not very well.
One of those guitar bands from the early 2000s that sort of faded away. The singer had really nice blue eyes. That's what I remember. Are you ready for the last ones anyway, Phil? Rub your hands together, start a fire, because Taylor is coming at you, like Cleopatra. There's only 2 left, and one of them is Nana Cherry's brother, Eagle Eye, and Save Tonight. Will he save it tonight? And he's up against Skee-Lo. And I wish. I'm still not sure how it's got this far, but I do.
But I think you're the reason it's got this far. It's nothing to do with me. I can tell you that much.
Well, there in the last round, you championed Skee-Lo over whatever it was against.
What was it against? Teenage Ninja Turtles or something? Or Ice Ice Baby or something.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think it was. Well, no, it wasn't Ice Ice Baby. It wasn't that bad.
Well, I'm quite quick on this one. I don't think I can handle Skilo any further. I'm going to go for Eagle Eye Cherry.
I am gonna go for. Are you ready? Can I have a drum roll? That's the worst drum roll I've ever had.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
I'm going for.
There may
I'm
be
going
some
for.
built. There may be built-in drum rolls on this. I'm not sure.
Oh, we'll
There
have
might
to.
be
Well, if
somewhere.
there is, edit it in, and then this bit will just look rubbish. So I, Philip, am going for. Are you ready? Drum roll. We've done that bit. I'm going for that as well. Eagle Eye Cherry Save Tonight.
Considering it's one of your favourite one-off tracks of the '90s, I'm not exactly shocked by that one. So he's through.
He's through.
So
We're down to
Skilo.
has skied off.
Sorry, Skilo, if you're a bit pieced off with that one, but didn't get any further than the quarterfinals, and there we go. So that's
we are in the gutter, aren't we?
We have the final four, basically
We
the
have the final
semi-finals.
four. Do you know what we should do when we
What
get
should
down
we
to
do?
when we get down to the final? The two artists involved. Maybe we should do it in fancy dress. Come as one of the artists or one of our favourite artists from this 64.
Are we doing this as a straight two semi-finals and then a final? Is that how it's being done?
Yeah. We'll do it as a straight two semi-finals. We'll do some actual research into each song so we can give a little bit of background towards them. We'll go a bit more in depth into them. And then the final, when it comes, we'll have a little party, some party poppers, some yak urine, and some salami bites, because I've come prepared, and some hats, maybe. And we can champion the winner of the One Hit Wonder of the 90s.
How can you resist such an invitation? Join us for that. Look out for it appearing on this channel. Full Record Jacket, One Hit Wonders of the 90s is coming to a close, whether you like it or not. Thanks for watching. We do appreciate all your comments, and we will be back very soon. Cheers.